his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Operating from the gun, Peters. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Peters. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 24. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And a short gain here down to the 22. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Cade York on now for the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Rich sliding out of the pocket. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And caught by London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That grab, another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position.
Touchdown! Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Only needing 2 yards on second down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Peters finds Dulcich out left side. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Peters. And they're going to get this up to midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
2nd and 4. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A pass there over the middle to start things out, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Rich. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drake Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Peters. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action, Peters.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Peters into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off the play fake, Peters. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Peters. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They try the left side with Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Peters.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
He made his first attempt, this from 45.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Stanley. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rich.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st and 10, Rich.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
Open man right side is Tony. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They'll look to throw again.
Throwing quickly here, and he's got Jacobs.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Rich.
And that'll be caught by Tony. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got London on a slant.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Now we'll pause for an injured player. And that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Johnson.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, Peters. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On first down, Peters. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On first and 10, Peters. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Off play action. Peters under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Here's Tony on the quick slant.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Rich. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. On second down, it's Stanley. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC South. Carolina paying a visit to New Orleans. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw on second down. Peters. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A first down carry here for Johnson.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Peters. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Peters. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Peters. It's brought in by Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 2nd down, this is Harris. 7 yards there and a first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
York able to send this one through.
And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Rich.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich.
Into the hands of London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Rich. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Rich.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Rich. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing to start the drive. Peters. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
This is caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Off play action. Rich. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Rich. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd down at 5.
Looking to throw. Peters firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. Back to throw. Peters. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
To throw on 2nd down. Peters. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing after the interception, Peters. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw, Peters.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Peters. He finds his man. Complete. It's Warner.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st down, Peters. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Peters. Screenplay. Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Peters.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Peters. And he's got it. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They run. It's Johnson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
On 2nd down now, it's Stanley, and he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. On 3rd down, Rich, and that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place.